Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 back with another drawing video. And today's video is a little different from other how to draw videos because instead of pre-drawing the picture, I'm deciding to look at something and then draw it from just looking at it from real life. So this is the first time I ever did this for these type of videos. But today we are drawing a Dreamcast controller, as you can see right there. And yeah, and the reason for this, no one requested this. Well, I guess Shin0525 technically requested this one. I did. Anyway, if you didn't know, last Friday was kind of the Dreamcast's birthday, September 9th. So, I decided to draw a Dreamcast controller to, like, kind of, you know, I guess commemorate that, I guess. I don't know. But, anyway, I'm just going to be drawing from real life. It's not going to be super detailed, or, like, I'm not going to go, like, full-in rendering, but, there's going to be a little shading and just drawing from life, because, you know, drawing from life is very, very good tool, good practice tool to do. So, yeah, anyway, guys, so let's get started. Alright, guys, let's get started. So, first thing I noticed on the Dreamcast controller is the big circle that's in the middle of it. So, and that's a good starting spot. Want to draw on very lightly. And it kind of looks like a perfect circle, so you want to make it as round and kind of as perfect as possible. And it's kind of on a tilt, so yeah, something like that. And then I noticed, like, the little wings it has kind of form like kind of a straight line here and here. And they curve down a little bit and then go around. And again, when you're drawing from, like, life like this, you just kind of want to just, you know, break it down to shapes. It's weird drawing like this. So much easier when you, like, pre-draw the picture and, like, you have something to look at, and it helps when you, like, do it, like, right before. But yeah, when you draw from life, you just kind of want to break it down into simple shapes. So right now I'm just kind of getting, like, the wings of the controller in here. Then has, like, a piece here. And, like, the whole point of it is to, you know, just kind of gesture it in. Like, there's going to be some depth here. A little bit over here. And then the button layouts. We got an X button, a Y button, a B button, an A button. We got the analog stick. It'll be about here. We got the D-pad. Be about there. And then we got the VMU screen, which is about here. And then a nice big rectangle. It's about there. And the little start button triangle that's here. And, yeah, it's pretty, oh, and the little cord that goes around here. And again, like, this is like a good gesture for, the controller. And now it's like, we basically have it. And now it's just getting into, like, detail and, like, really looking at it, you know? And it's good to draw, like, a little gesture like this for, and this is just the cord. And it's good to draw a gesture like this just to get, like, an idea of where everything should go. So, like, when you start going into more detail, it gets a little bit easier. And I kind of want to start out with the analog stick. So, it looks like just a bunch of series of circles upon circles. So let's just draw it. So we got the analog stick right here. Nice big circle. And then kind of, it has like a bunch of dots that like go into the center, but like they kind of form a circle. So it's kind of like dot, 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 dot. And I get like farther out as they go away from the center. Something like that. Real quick. And then there's like a circle that like hugs it all the way around here. It gets super close, but it like never touches. Like that. And then there's like another circle around that. That's a little bit too big. Yeah, something like that. And it's kind of difficult because like a lot of it is shading. So again, you wouldn't see like a hard line here. It's all kind of done by shading, but I'm just going to put it in just kind of lightly here. Just so I know for later. And again, I'm not going to go in like a full shading, but I will do a little bit. And then I noticed like the analog stick kind of touches the edge of the controller here. So like instead of this being the edge, this is really the edge. And then it kind of goes down, and it's kind of really flat here. And then near the bottom, it kind of curves in. Like that. And it goes over here, and then it kind of starts that, the circle, which you can just draw two parallel lines. And then it kind of goes up and around. Then when the VMU screen is, it kind of goes down. And around. And then up. And then back into a circle where we'll hit the buttons. And then here it has another parallel line that's like super close to this one. And then you just draw it going up, and then it just kind of follows the circle like that. It's going to be a little bit more rounded. I think this is the hardest thing from drawing from life. It's just like all the little subtleties of the controller and like... And a lot of it's done with like shading, so it's like when you're drawing with line art, it'll look wrong. Like it'll just look wrong. But like when you start shading it, that's when like it starts coming together. Yeah, something like that. And now we could draw the little D-pad while we're at it. It's kind of just follow like the little cross you made. Like that. Then you can kind of give it a little bit of depth, because I kind of see a little bit like that. And then it has a circle right in the middle there. And then very close, very similar to like this type of line, it has a like just a line that just hugs it parallelly like this. Kind of like that. And then you can kind of connect the circle. Right there. Then again, we follow the circle. And now we hit the start button, and I notice it goes down like this into like the bottom portion. And then this way just kind of goes into it like that. And then I notice the button has a little bit of depth to it. Down and around like this. And it's kind of just like a normal triangle. Has a little curvature to it there. And then we kind of see the side here. And then very similar to the D-pad. But this one's like super close, so you could probably just straight around it. Kind of like that. Alright, and in fact, you could actually shade in between here, because like it's just pitch black. That's probably the darkest part of the picture. Kind of like that. Alright, now we can go into the buttons, which I noticed I made them a little big comparatively to the controller, so we can shrink them down a little bit. The X does stay about here. And they're just kind of perfect circles. They do have a little bit of depth to them here. And then the B button. And then try your best just to keep them kind of the same size. And then the Y button's about here. And then the A button. And again, each of them have a little bit of depth. So just kind of like a parallel line that hugs it. Kind of like that. And then kind of gesture in the buttons. There's X, Y, B, and A. And now we can kind of finish up the circle, which again, that is kind of like a straight line that goes down here. And then curves up and around. And then it kind of stops here around the A button. And then another one. And again, stops around the A button. Stop around the Y button. Kind of like that. And then you go into the edge, which the edge actually comes really close to the B button. Again, it just kind of goes straight down and around, and then here kind of goes down, and this actually has a little bit of depth to it. And then this one, you wouldn't see the depth; it just kind of goes in like that. And then this is basically good. It's just a cross line that goes here. And then for the wire, kind of goes like this, and then in, and it has a little mouth here, and then in and up. There we go. And these are actually kind of dark, so. How long are we? Already 13 minutes? Again, drawing like from real life is a lot longer than drawing from a picture. So, I'll try to speed it along a little bit. But, I noticed this gets a little bit shorter. About here. And that's about good. And I noticed the top has a little bit more depth than we normally see, so kind of draw that in a little bit. And we kind of see the top of the memory card or the VMU, so kind of draw that in, kind of just goes straight on top. And we just barely see it, so that's about good. And now for the VMU kind of memory window thing here. Kind of goes up like this. And then there's like a rectangle like inside, like this. There's very rounded corners, kind of like a television screen, or like an old television screen. It goes down, and then around like that. That's basically, and if you want to draw on the Dreamcast logo, it kind of goes like this. It's kind of like a little hat, almost, like a rectangle, and then like a little hat over here. I don't know if you see the hat. I see a hat. Again, I'm not going to worry about font, but I would say Dreamcast. There we go. And then the little logo. Like that. You know, for like a really quick shading, I think I'll end it with just like mapping out the shadow shapes. Basically, and what actually I like drawing about controllers is like they don't look like they have curves like in the line art, but like the little subtle curves, it's all done by like shading. So like mapping out the shades, you kind of just take your pencil to the side and then just kind of shade around it like this. Just mapping out where kind of like the shadows would be. They'd be all here. There's a pretty big one here. Actually, this whole thing is kind of in shadow. And you can go like different variations of like darkness. Like here is a lot darker than like right here. So you can kind of just work this in a little bit more over here, like that. And then this would be a lot darker than over here. So again, just kind of just work it in. And then here's kind of dark. So it would be like right here a little bit. That's pretty much what you do. It's just, what would help if you just kind of take your pencil and just shade in everything like that. But again, I'm not going to kind of do that, like waste so much time doing that. But, because like you get like a base shade and then you can go lighter or darker. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just getting like a really subtle kind of base value in here. Actually, I might just do it. Might just do the whole thing. Even here, too. Because again, like, shadows have different layers. There's like a dark part, a slightly lighter part. And just doing it from white is kind of hard. So it's good to just kind of shade in everything really quick. Make it everything look a little gray. And then real quick like that. And then for here, like I noticed on the controller, it gets really dark around here. But it gets kind of light for the reflected light that's about here, so it doesn't go all dark to like the edge. something like that. And then I noticed the buttons have are casting a shadow this way. And this is basically all like what drawing from like real life is. It's just noticing like little details and like how far away things are. Because like I noticed this shadow actually doesn't touch the A. So you can kind of like it gets really close, but it doesn't touch like that. And then this obviously is going to be darker than a lot of it. Because it's just indented in. Kind of like that. And then a little bit over here. And then it kind of stops over here. Kind of like that. Then I noticed the analog stick. Very similar, like the buttons is casting a big shadow over here. And then I notice the button is a lot darker than normal, and then it has like an even darker shadow here, like that. And then should do a better job with the base color or base coat. I think it's dark on the bottom here. And then like the rest of the picture is kind of just like working it in, like making it smooth, you know. But like once you get all like the shadow shapes in, it actually gets pretty easy. And then it just kind of goes flat around here, a little bit over here, kind of cast a shadow on top of here. And then these bottom parts are darker. And then for like the VMU, it's like it's actually it looks a lot darker than everything else in the picture, so kind of just shade that in like that. And then this top part gets shaded in. Kind of like that, and a little bit over here. And this part's kind of white. It's a lot lighter, but it's still pretty shaded. Oh, and this area can get darkened in. Kind of like that. And then this kind of just can kind of be one kind of tone. Oh, we're already over 20 minutes. Okay, this kind of looks like a good place to stop. It's nowhere near finished or close, but like I feel like you kind of get the point of like how to draw kind of from life, or just looking at a picture and drawing and just noticing the little subtleties. Actually, we could shade this in a little bit. And again, like this is one reason why I don't like drawing from life, and I kind of just draw like kind of cartoon characters, is because it just goes on way too long. And it's kind of hard to explain, too, other than like, oh, just look at this, and then look at this, and draw it. And I already noticed there's a lot of things off. But that's basically what you do. You just kind of like look at it, and then just quickly sketch it out. You know, like do your best. Again, And yeah, it's like drawing from life. It's not something that you could just teach by like just showing. It's something you got to do and like practice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And like the best recommendation is just like really look at a picture, like notice how far things are away from stuff, and like look at shadow shapes and like different like variations of like shading on it, and really try to pick that out and like draw it the best way possible. But this video is going on a little bit longer than I wanted to, so I'm gonna stop here. We're kind of like almost getting we're nowhere near finished. But anyway, guys, it's just a quick video. I kind of want to do something different. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like these kind of videos, like drawing from life or something? If not, that's fine. I could keep going with the like requests on like how to draw, you know, Sans from Undertale, because I have like 100 requests to draw him. I didn't know there were so many variations of Sans. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can leave in the comment section below. I will try my best to answer you via comment, but, and if you have any requests for me, I do a lot of, if this is your first how to draw video you're seeing of mine, I do a lot of, like, Sonic, I did a few Undertale ones, just basically any, like, cartoony video game character. You just leave a comment, I'll put your name on my list with your request, and then I will draw it every Sunday when I make how to draw video. And you can follow me on DeviantArt, Twitter, Twitch, links in the description below. And if you like this video, you could leave a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff that people ask for at the end of their videos. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and next Sunday we'll be back to the normal how to draw videos. But tell me what you guys like, if you guys like this video or not. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time, and happy birthday, Dreamcast. Yep, it's the Dreamcast birthday. 17 years old. It's almost out of high school. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in some other video. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.